in a world of imagination and mystery. You alone write your destiny. Will you be good? Will you be evil? Neutral? Chaotic? Will you be lawful? When it comes to adventure, it's all on the table.
Welcome to Games and Giggles. This is Jen. I am hosting today's episode of All on the Table. We are playing Lesbians of the Galaxy. Yes, I put in the spirit fingers this time. And we're going to do our normal scrawl notification of what's going on. A dangerous race has begun with our team of sword-wielding individuals and the Order of the Disciplined. Who will reach the next temple first? And will our heroes be in time to prevent the Order from getting more information on the Magisterium? I think that cues what we call first thing in the morning. You're all waking up after spending a day or so at the warehouse that is now known as the Light of the Kingdom, as that used to be the bar where it was. This was. Now we remember it's just a warehouse. We'd just gotten out of the Temple of Light, which was literally just full of lava. There was a lot of light there. It was also very hot there. You have acquired some data and information, but you have yet to decode any of it. Some of it is undecipherable, despite our players and their wonderful team members going through everything. Beacon is trying to figure it out. So we're going to let Beacon process in the background for a while longer as we move forward with the rest of the adventure.
As I recall, wasn't a note and breakfast left in the bar here?
Yep, that was previous morning. So this morning there's more stuff of that nature going on, and we didn't get a token for our NPC. So unfortunately, not much more I can do at this point.
Sorry.
She'll still be wearing her bucket, but we do have a picture for you to see later. And you'll all know what our new NPC, Penjaga, looks like. So, this early morning, you are all up having breakfast. Beacon is processing still in the background. If Beacon wants to do multiple things, that's perfectly fine.
I feel like I should go, especially after the failures of the last episode. I should be going Marvin, the paranoid android.
You could.
Right in the size of a planet, and they've got me figuring this out. Don't talk to me about life.
All right, so what do we want to do until we figure out where the next temple is? I say we acquire some working funds, because wherever it is, we're going to have to travel there. And we're going to need some resources for this. So let's get back on that whole plan about accessing the Magisterium's funds. Now, we know a fair amount about them, but we never did figure out how they identify themselves. I have some plans, but I don't think anyone's going to particularly like them. So, does anyone else have any plans?
Well, I'm just sitting in the corner figuring stuff out.
I'm sure we could go out and see what's available to us, whether that be through normal means or less than ideal means.
Right. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. So, my thought is this. Basically, we get into the bank, and
No.
they have
No.
to. They have to have
No.
records. What?
Sonia. No. No.
All right. What's your plan?
Not that.
You never let me have any fun.
Excuse
All
you?
right.
We have plenty of fun.
Logically speaking, it is probably the fastest way to achieve our goals.
See?
Yeah, but not taking other people's hard-earned money. No.
No, it's like it comes from the government, and it's just sitting there in a big pile because, as far as we can tell, there is no magisterium anymore.
I have
As far as we can tell, we're kind of it.
I have thousands and thousands and thousands of like movies about banks and bank heists and stuff like that, and it's true. Every single one of them says the same thing. That like when they say we're taking the bank's money, not your money.
Exactly.
No.
Fine.
Okay.
All right. So, any leads on that? Where we want to head next? Oh, I'm sorry, Danny. Did you say something? She's kind of frozen up again at the moment.
I just said we're just pouring it indefinitely, right?
Well, like I say, it's just going to sit there. No one's using it, so why not? But,
No.
All right, fine. So, any leads on the next temple? We have water temple, light temple. Anything else? I know there was a list of them, but I can't remember.
Well, if tropes are anything to go by, then maybe an earth temple.
Yeah, probably, and an air temple. But the air temple is probably going to be tricky. Yeah,
Everything changed for the air temple when the fire attacked.
I'm choosing to believe that was set in character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I am going to guess there's also probably, a city temple, like a heart temple, but that's probably like in the actual castle, and that's pretty well guarded right now. That's just a guess, though. They used to have a lot of temples, though, so I don't know. Maybe we'll just trip over one.
Yes, as you walk along, your foot strikes a rock underneath you, and you fall headlong into the dungeon temple. And you are now crawling your way out.
Of course.
Oh, all right. Well, where's the temple map? Where is the temple map?
Well, you guys have got this so far. We've got one last announcement for you. It's coming very, very soon.
Okay.
I still have conditions marked, by the way. Just
you guys might wanna work on those.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So while Beacon's processing, I'll take Sophie aside at some point, after breakfast, and say, "Hey, want to do a little sparring, just to kind of work the kinks out?"
Sure.
I was asking Sophie.
Oh, I thought you were asking me. I'm still processing. That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Come on, it'll be fun. Just friendly sparring, just kind of.
Sophie's very obviously still feeling insecure about things.
Yep.
So she's just kind of like.
And Sonia's just trying to bowl her over with pure force of cheerfulness and personality, and say, "Come on!" She puts
But
her
also,
arm around
like.
you. Yeah. So she'll put her arm basically around your waist and say, "Come on, go out, get some sunshine."
You're tall enough to reach my waist?
Barely. And Sonia's like 5 foot, so she's small, but she's not, tiny. Well, yeah. But anyway, it'll be good. Nice stretch. Get some of the muscles working again.
Yes.
All right. So basically, as we're sparring, I'm going to do this as sort of a form of emotional support for Sophie. Just sort of a, improving her spirits. No, I spelled the wrong thing. Improving her spirits, cheering her up, and telling her how great she is, and that was a great move, and so on and so forth. Also, inner sparring chat about that girl the other night. I think she liked you, that kind of thing. So, is that sufficient for a emotional support role, Jen?
Just a moment here.
Okay.
I have to get to the right. I have to get back to the right page. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
That sounds good.
All right. So emotional support. All right. I'm gonna use heart, and I don't think I get any special bonuses on this. So, it's a mixed beat. Let's see. I do have a special thing though, which is when I'm. Oh, it's sorry. When I'm figuring someone out in combat, I get extra information, and I don't think this counts enough as combat.
No, this isn't figure out a person. This is emotional support. It's a different.
Oh, it's like not fish. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I got that mixed up.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Anyway, so yes. So I got an 8, which is a mixed result. So we each get to pick one, and I'll mark an XP. What would you like?
Well, that's going to be, whether or not I open up to you, of course.
Oh, that's true.
So,
yes.
How exactly are you trying to get me to open up?
So basically, by base.
Which of my conditions are you focusing on?
Which ones do you have?
Guilty, angry, and insecure.
Insecure. Definitely insecure.
Okay.
And it's basically I'm trying to show you how skilled you are. How I remember your insecurity was coming from that people just saw you as a fighter and all that. I want to show you that yes, you do have fighting skills, but you're also more than that. You're a person, and I see you as a person. And I am going to be doing that by basically talking to you as we're going through all this stuff. Also showing that, I am also a combat person. That is, what, and actually I'm going to open up to you a little bit and talk a little bit about my past, about how I was a spy in the war, and how even though I still have all the skills from then, I escaped how people were seeing me. I decided to. All right, well, actually, let's do this in character. So yeah, no, I was a spy for well, doesn't even really matter which side at this point, but they just kept sending me in to do more and more dangerous things, and after a while, I realized, why should I be doing this for them? Because there's always going to be another war. There's always going to be another side, and I wasn't even sure which side was right anymore. So I decided to take those skills and use them the way I wanted to use them. And, and it worked out pretty darn well. And just like you've taken the skills that you've learned over the years, and you're using them how you want to use them. You're using them for the reasons you want to use them. And it's not that you are those skills; you just have those skills. You're an incredible person, and I'm so happy that I met you.
Yeah. it has been quite a good experience going through all this, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, look at this group. I mean, we are. I think the word ragtag applies, but they're good people too, and we all, we're. It's weird. I've never really stuck around with a group this long. Usually we do one job and then I'm gone, but right now I'm not planning on leaving anytime soon, and that's weird for me. And you're a big part of the reason.
Okay.
So
I like that. That's very good. I like that.
So it was an 8. So on emotional support, I choose one of the. Okay. So I guess I'll go ahead and clear insecure because of that.
yeah.
All right. Is Alania doing anything? Is Beacon doing anything other than processing?
Well, I actually, because we're still in the room together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so
The two of us are kind of over off to the side, like maybe
Okay.
over here.
And so I can process and do other things at the same time. And I leveled up last round because of all the horribleness that happened with my dice rolls. So one of the things that I chose is called the Emptiest Orchestra, which is a playbook move for me. And the Emptiest Orchestra says you always know what kind of song most appeals to someone. In addition, you invite others to join you. If you invite others to join you in song, you can either take +1 forward, or you can clear a condition.
Right.
And I thought that applies to. I don't know if that applies to just me, or if it applies to both of us that are singing.
Is there a way for you to? Can you click the little arrow on the side of it to show it in chat, and I can read the wording? It might help. Okay. Or clear a condition.
That sounds like it's you who gets
it sounds like it's to you.
It's just me that clears the condition.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, singing the song can also help warm the other person up and make them more open.
You could probably lead that into an emotional support.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. So, Alana, now technically I'm supposed to just automatically know. So does that mean that I have to just take a guess at what your favorite type of music's going to be?
Who are you trying to guess?
I thought I was doing that for Alana.
Alanya?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Sorry.
So, Danny, that's you? Nope. She might be frozen up again.
Yeah, Danny? Are you behind on us?
Sorry. Yes. That's right.
Okay.
So, Danny.
Yeah, I missed a little bit of that.
Favorite?
I'm asking you, what kind of music can I serenade you with while I'm processing information to try and open you up for emotional support?
Oh.
And something preferably non-copyright. That would. Copyright laws even apply.
Yeah, I don't have a
what's Alania's favorite music?
Even
is what we should be thinking about.
I love love music. How about that?
Oh yeah.
So Beacon's gonna serenade Alania. Gotcha.
Music about love.
Oh. I wish I'd have come more prepared for this.
Well, you don't actually have to sing. You can just say that that's what you're doing.
Oh, but what's the fun
I
in
don't
that?
know.
I don't make my players embarrass themselves more than they want to.
Okay. Well, I start singing to Alanya her favorite in her favorite style, moving melody. And now here's the thing: my goal though is to try and get her to sing along with me, because that's what allows me to clear a condition on myself. And so I kind of like I'm gesturing to her. I'm kind of like looking over her way, kind of like just kind of like moving around. I'm trying to like get her involved with me, you know, like sing along with me, and trying to like indicating like, come on, let's maybe move around to it. Let's dance a little bit with it too. Just kind of you know, like we had a rough day yesterday and we need to kind of shake that off. Do I get you to sing along with me?
You know what? Let's rock
Yes.
it. Let's do it.
Yes. I remove, and this is exactly what I needed to remove my insecure condition. So I'm no longer insecure. Yay.
Yay!
So now though,
You don't look insecure.
so now we want to focus on emotional support. So
Okay.
I'm going to roll. Let me see here. I'm going to roll spirit for this one. Yay!
Nice.
So,
So you both get to choose one if Alanya opens up to you.
Yeah.
and I just and I'm saying like yesterday was a hard day, and I know that I know I had made a lot of mistakes yesterday, and I especially wasn't handling. Sometimes I don't have blood, but sometimes I get really hot blooded all the same when I'm around the the sigil, and I especially after what they did to my people, it just coded into me. And I let it get away from me, and I want to do better today. I want to have a better day, and I want to make sure that I'm taking better care of my teammates today. And that's me opening up.
How does Alanya respond?
With a small delay.
Wow. I'm trying to figure this person out. I'm really trying to figure her out. I'm intrigued. And I love that he's saying to me. That makes me feel good. But I still have a little bit to figure out. But I'm not opposed. So can I use the figure out a person as a move?
You can figure someone out. It's not going to, provide any support to them, but you can try and figure someone out.
Yeah,
And it might help you.
Yeah,
I think
go
what
ahead.
she's saying is that just trying to doing a figure me out is going to be kind of conditional on her opening up to me and accepting my emotional support.
Yeah, you can do that as a reaction.
Okay. So we roll the dice on the emotional. I mean, not emotional support. Right?
Your personality. Yep.
So we'll roll the dice on this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That coming through.
Oh, yeah. So you click the dice next to wit on your character sheet,
Or next to the figure out a person move too.
Yep.
or next to figure out a person. Yeah.
And then when you do the figure out, you'll have to choose wit, I believe.
Yep.
And give me one second.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So yeah, you get to ask.
It doesn't even tell me what I got. I don't know where it is.
It's in the little speech bubbles on the right side. So if you click
You
on
got
the
a 12.
chat on the right side.
Yep, you got 12. So you get to ask 2 questions either now or later in the scene.
Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, so let's ask them now. What do you hope to get from serenading me?
What do I hope to get from what?
From serenading you.
Serenading me with a song.
Oh, when I started my journey, I didn't really have like a completely I didn't have self-awareness. I was just supposed to find people and just be a tool. And that's still something that's still something. Now that I'm aware, now that I actually have the self-awareness, I still have these desires to be helpful, to be useful. But more importantly is that now I actually have a desire to live beyond this quest, and I have a desire to live past like all of this, and that means I want to get to know people, and I want to find a place amongst them, and I want to work on understanding, how to develop relationships and
Bless you.
be a part of like a community, even forging one. And so serenading you is my way of saying I want to be vulnerable and expose myself and learn these things, because it's such an alien concept to me, but it's hard for me to go into it. And no, this isn't like me in real life either. I mean, it's sorry.
I'm sorry, this isn't like you in real life either. Beacon is now breaking the fourth wall.
I mean, she's got a little Deadpool in her.
Oh. Okay, so I like that answer. That was very good, actually. But what are your feelings towards me so far?
I think you're strong, and I think that I love that what I've seen of you so far in the short time that we've been together is that I feel like you're a level-headed person, and I feel like that's something that I can really learn from, and I hope to learn from, especially as we continue to go into battle, to go into these dangerous situations. I was programmed to, like I said, to be a tool, a weapon, and I want to learn how to be more than that. And so I look to qualities that I wasn't necessarily programmed with, which is reason and things that isn't violence. And I see a lot to learn from you from that. And I like and I like that you can be a compassionate person, and I like your honesty and integrity.
Wow. This is better than the dating game. Incredible. Good answer. I like it. So I'm kind of a little love starstruck right now.
So do you choose to open up to her?
I do choose to open up to her.
Yay. Okay, so that means that you can take a condition, I can choose to take a condition, and I need to because I had 3. I'm going to remove my guilty.
Or you can choose one of the other options if you don't currently have any conditions marked.
Uh,
I still have 2 conditions.
I was talking to Danny, but
Oh, sorry.
I don't have any conditions.
I desperately need it.
I don't have any
Well, you
conditions.
can mark an experience point. You can get +1 forward, which means you get +1 to your next roll. Or you can gain insight from the GM about an obstacle facing one of you.
I'm going to take the experience.
Okay.
I believe.
experience is always helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's supposed to demonstrate you're growing as a person.
Yeah.
So does Sonia still have any conditions marked, or?
Nope. I actually cleared mine, I think, last session.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sophie still has 2. But
Yeah. But I think I can only do 1 emotional support for you at a time.
yeah, well, one of them can, in Sophie's mind, can only be cleared by the person who caused it. So,
Which is...
well, the reason that she's feeling guilty is because her feralness kind of got, beacon hurt. So that happened last session.
Okay.
So she would still be feeling guilty unless,
But you all get interrupted by a beep, 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 beep. There's a message.
Hello. We need you help.
Fast typing. There's an emergency.
Ah, yes. The order is getting close to the Temple of Life. Quickly to
Aaron.
Ernith.
Yeah.
Ernith. Prince Behi.
Behishimo.
I'm not going to try to pronounce that because I'm going to
Behishimo,
slaughter it.
yeah.
Prince Behishimo.
Bahissimo.
Behishimo.
Behishimo.
It's Bahissimo.
All right.
Behishimo.
Well, let's get going.
Bahissimo.
Also, if he
Who's
knew where
Prince?
the Temple of Life it was, why didn't he tell us? Why? Yeah. All right. I gotta freaking
Well,
and ask some darn questions. All right.
Well,
You
for
hear
starters,
screeching outside,
Pardon?
and in runs your friend Harry.
Hey, Harry.
Quick, take my speeder. I'll stay here and take care of your friend Pinjaga. Go. Go.
Okay. Punjaga, you got to... Oh, all right. Bye.
Yeah, Pinjaga hasn't gotten up yet.
Okay.
She was still sleeping. So.
Okay. That was going to be my next move, is go talk to her. Okay.
okay, so we have to go to...
You guys are over here in Roos.
So we have to go past Croat to get to Erneth.
Okay.
And remember, it's a race.
Yep.
We're going to get Mad Max all up in this shit.
I'll take a look at the speeder and see what I think it can do.
That's not what I wanted. You can close that out. That wasn't supposed to pop up on all of you guys.
But nothing popped up for me.
Oh, good. All right, so you guys are rushing through. You're going through everything.
Actually, I'm wondering,
Who's
how did
the
we
prince?
leave our relationship with my friend with the biplane? Or did we steal that biplane? No. Yeah, it was a friend who had or someone who had a biplane.
Yeah, you flew back and you parked the plane. That's what happened. You flew back, the plane, you're done.
I'm just wondering if if we could get access to that plane and if it would be faster than a speeder going to AirNet.
Oh, probably not.
Oh, okay. Just checking. It is, after all, I'm saying, a race.
Wouldn't be the first time that we accidentally stole something, I feel like.
Well, no, we never accidentally steal something. That stuff requires planning. I get no credit.
But I don't remember if this was established in a previous session, but I don't remember us ever being introduced to a prince.
You were not.
No,
Yeah.
that's what I'm wondering about. How did this guy get our number? How's he sliding into our DMs?
And none of you know this prince.
Even I, who used to spend time around the castle?
Which castle? It could be a different...
Is not...
Okay.
Can I do an cartography check on this? I have in cartography vast stores of information, much of it accurate, some of it useful. When you try to recall information relevant to a challenge before you, roll plus spirit. And if I could potentially rack my vast stores of memory to see if I have any information on this guy.
Well,
you could.
Okay. I will also get in touch with one of my contacts, who is a basically...
You don't have time to get in touch with anyone.
Okay.
You guys have to jump in the speeder and go. If you do not jump in the speeder and go, I will start deducting points.
No, I'm going to jump in the speeder and go, but I was going to use like my communicator as we're going. Except I'm probably going to be driving, so never mind.
I got a downbeat on the cartography.
Okay. That means you will be rolling fight.
Okay.
The number of mixed and upbeats you get are good things. Who is riding shotgun?
I will.
Okay, you will be rolling Defy Disaster for any downbeat.
Okay.
Any downbeat. We're not rolling. This isn't a normal event, but this is just kind of a fun race. Okay?
And also, I rolled abysmally for my cartography check, so I'm doubting that I came up with anything useful about this prince.
You're like, I need a family name here. There's no family name.
Oh, okay. Yep, that's it. Yep.
Yeah, Behishimo is not a family name. It's like, nope, I don't know that family. Okay. Don't forget to mark your XP there, Ren, for Beacon. And Dana, roll your first fight.
Okay. No modifier. Mixed.
Mixed beat, okay.
All right. Would you like me to roll again?
Yep, keep rolling.
All right. Another mixed. Rolling nines.
Stop.
Okay. Let's see. I was gonna see if I had anything I could specially use for this, but no, I don't think I do. Yeah, no, never mind. At least I'm consistent.
Yeah.
At least you're consistent, yes.
Gesundheit.
Just there we go.
upbeat.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at what I was rolling, just to make sure nothing weird was happening. Another upbeat. I finally figured out the controls on this dang thing. Oh, nope, no, I didn't. There's one
Can
button.
I
Figured it out.
use
There? Oh, that's what it does. It was the windshield wipers.
can I use tracker to give any sort of help during this chase?
No, you cannot. But you can stop rolling.
Okay.
And now I want you to narrate your insane race through from Roos to Croat up to Ernith.
All right. So there I was. No. So we gather everyone, throw our go bags onto the speeder, and set off. The engines turn it over pretty well at first, but there's just getting out of Roos's traffic this time of day, and even with Sonia basically being frankly irresponsible, it still took us a little time to get out of town. Once they cleared the city limits, though, things cleared up a bit. The roads are not great around here, and she thought she saw a shortcut, but it didn't actually save them any time. It wasn't until they were getting up past Croat, which, again, midday lunch rush, she thought she could take one of the roads went around the market and actually went through the market, so that slowed them down just a bit. Once they finally got out of there, though, cleared the roads around Croat, that's when things really started to pick up, and she just floored it. Now, unfortunately, that's also when she started seeing signs of the opposition, let's say. She managed to get around most of their patrols that were left behind to stop us. But at one point, she had to take a really wide turn really suddenly, and we ended up going through, well, technically it was more of a path than a road, so that slowed us down as well. But right at the end, with our goal in sight, that's when you just floored it, and everyone was kind of hanging on for dear life.
All right. You do arrive. There's an address that pops up while you're driving, telling you where to go. When you get there, you meet this gentleman.
Hey, it's that guy I couldn't figure out.
That's Prince Benishimo. And I'm sorry, Benishimo. I mistyped that.
He has a bow and arrow that looks like it's made of Legos.
It kind of does.
Oh, no, put the bow down.
Obviously, he's not wielding it at the moment.
Okay.
I like that.
You park and begin moving on. As the prince says, "Quick! You're barely ahead of them. We must keep moving on."
All right. So
he hops into a rear-facing seat and pulls out the bow.
All right.
So he's strapped in, full 5-point harness, and the four of you need to switch vehicles.
Okay, you get into his vehicle, and I will keep driving.
Yep.
You did pretty good driving the way here, so.
Yep.
All right, same positioning then?
Yes.
All right.
Same positioning.
Start rolling
same seating order.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm still processing information, aren't I?
Yes, you are.
So I'm definitely not wanting a position of much responsibility right now while I continue to process and use my noodle.
Yeah. All right. Start rolling again.
Okay. Oof. Different controls on this one.
Okay.
I'm just going to keep rolling until you tell me to stop.
Yep.
There we go.
Prince Benny. Someone in chat called him Prince Benny Hill.
A little yakety sax plays in the background while we do this chase.
No, copyright.
I don't think that has copyright, but
I think it is.
It doesn't matter because making the noise yourself doesn't cost you anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did I just turn on the radio? No, wait, no, that's Beacon. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm just accidentally doing my emptiest orchestra just because I know this is a song that everyone wants to hear right now.
Yes. It actually is.
But I can change the channel. I'm just the radio. That's what I am right now.
ooh,
Change the channel. It's on the
15.
oldies station, and it's like play like Gloria, Gloria.
That's a max roll right there, a 15.
Yeah. All right.
Been getting a lot of upbeats. Woo!
There's another one. Wow. Sophie just doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
No, this is good. This is
I
very good.
want you to relax. You know, you've had a rough week.
Okay,
Fight.
we're going to stop here.
All right.
You have rolled enough. And I want you to narrate your run from Arinth to this as yet unnamed town because you don't know it. Chat, that means you.
Which one? The one off to the right or the one south?
One to the right. This one right here.
Okay, chat. We need a name.
We need a name.
All right,
200 bits.
did I start with the 8 or the 10? I think I started with the 8. So again, so it takes Sonia a minute to get used to the controls and figure her way out of Aranith. Again, she hasn't been out here much. Takes a moment to wave to a pretty girl as she goes out of town.
Of course she does.
Winks at one. Call me. And then, but when she's on the main thoroughfare or main, road, she just lays the hammer down. Basically, like she's got things to do. At one point, you're not sure that the car could actually go that fast. No vehicle you've been in should have been able to move the way this one did, and she's just focusing on the road in an intense way that you actually haven't seen her focus on something before, and she's just got this manic grin on her face, like this called up an old good memory. At one point, again, there's a quick mix-up with some of the directions, which costs a couple minutes, but we get back right on the road, and it's just a few moments before we reach this unnamed town.
Yeah, you guys haven't heard the name of the town yet. You're just following.
Yep.
The prince. The prince. Slaps slap stuff. Goes, all right. I'm gonna stay here and try and hold them off. We got here way ahead of them. Got some allies in town that'll help fight with me, but I need you to head into the woods. We heard rumor that a member of the Order of the Disciplined was already in town. So go. He points you in a direction, and says, "Leave the car. This is going to have to be a foot race."
Okay. And by the way, as Sonia gets out of the car after driving, she kind of uncramps a little bit and just has this shiver of like, oh, that was good. And then heads off the way.
All right. So, off you go into the jungle. Ooh, what's going to happen in the jungle?
That's a good question.
You guys spend about 45 minutes hiking into the jungle, and you start seeing smoke.
Define smoke, please.
Big, giant plumes of what appears to be a fire. Like, huge.
Oh no.
All right.
Like an entire, like several houses are on fire kind of size.
Oh no.
Oh, this is not good. Head for the edge of the fire as far as we can.
No.
The outside edge. We want to
Run
go
towards
there.
the danger.
Yes.
Yes.
The city of Townsville.
That would be a
Yeah, and then there's that city name, which is definitely an actual real city in Iceland because they wanted to break a world record for having the longest sign ever. Yeah.
Basically, they were just saying "fuck you" to that city whose name I cannot pronounce in Wales.
Yes.
Tama to Oaxaca. I'm not even gonna try. I don't even
It's
think people
85
live there.
characters. It's 85 letters long.
I do like Worcestershireville Burbia. That's a personal favorite.
Or Chesterville, Burbia.
Worcesterville.
Lesbiopolis.
I like that one.
That's it. That's the one.
Lesopolis would fit, you know, the way, you know.
Uh-huh.
You could then claim it's an homage to Persepolis, which would be good.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, so
you
fire.
guys are in the. You guys come out, and what you see is several platforms burning.
Okay.
Define platform.
As in, you know, Ewok-style tree houses, giant things, way up in the trees of this jungle, burning.
Okay.
There is one that has not been touched in the middle.
Oh, this must be the temple. All right. Up the trees. Are there any ropes or ladders?
There's a spiral staircase that leads up the side.
Okay.
Can we hear anything?
You hear people up above, yes. When you get in, this is what you see. And there are a few of these here, and there is also. Where did you go? I hate when it rearranges stuff, even though I'm in the middle of it. There we go. And agents.
Oh, another one.
Dun, dun, dun.
This one's kind of cat-like. Far more. The other one looked like a giant lion. This one looks much more like a, you know, in our terms, a lioness.
Okay.
Okay.
Is she cute?
Well, if we get a close-up image of her, you
Not
can
really.
figure that out for yourself. But
Not really, because
All right.
Societal definitions of beauty just.
You know.
yeah, the definitions of beauty are yours. However, this person looks very dark-eyed, like they don't sleep anything. or are on drugs, kind of. It's kind of hard to describe. They have that
All
exhausted look that comes from too much of something and not enough sleep. So that's what you have in front of you. And
Drug kitty.
I'm sorry, what? Drug. God,
Drug.
Emily. Agent 4 says, you're the ones who killed number 5. I could feel his death. I'm kind of glad you did. I didn't much care for him. Anyway,
Hey,
guards,
well, that's great. I'm glad that we could help you out. So we were just going to take a look around here. If you want to, you can just hang out while we do that, and we'll be out of your hair quick.
yeah, she looks at you as you're talking and says, guards, attack.
Why does it always have to be killing? All right.
We have guard number 3 for everybody to see up on the screen. They can now tell you that this is definitely an unarmed monk style guard. They do not have any weapons on them. The same cannot be said, of course, for agent number 4. Agent number 4 has a sword, same as looks to be the exact same style of sword as number 5 had. So,
Didn't I throw Agent 5's sword off a bridge and into lava? Okay.
You did.
You threw all of Agent 5 off the bridge into lava.
Well, eventually, yes.
So,
sword and all.
It's your turn. What do you do?
Well, if they're going to be that way about it, they've hurt my feelings. I'm gonna do my usual thing, and basically, so how big is Agent 4?
Agent 4 is much closer to you in height than Alania in height. Like Agent 5 was Alania in height. Agent 4 is closer to you.
Okay. So yeah. Basically, Sonia is going to just walk up to her and be like, do we really have to whap with her? Basically, sword comes out and whap.
Like always.
Like usual.
You'd think they would all know this by now.
You'd think.
Well, they don't usually survive long enough to report back. We have not.
There was one group that we scared off.
Oh, that's true. But we usually don't leave them around to tell the tale. All right. So that's an upbeat. I am going to inflict a condition on her, which is what is it? I'm gonna give her frightened because she was not expecting that. Because Sonia does not, look like that kind of person. And then, as per normal, I will rob her. I will actually take her sword because I want it to be a running joke that I'm going to start throwing their swords off of high places and make them irrecoverable.
Okay.
So I do that, and if I'm close enough to an edge, I will toss it over the side. Otherwise, I will just hang on to it for now.
You're not close enough to a side from where you are. It's a good, it's a good 20 feet. It's a good, 20 squares. So five times 20. What is that? 100. It's a good 100 feet across on the platform, basically.
Okay. Well, I'll hold on to it for now. But I am going to have to get rid of it so that I can rob her later. I need to get that money pouch.
I want to. Can I go next?
No, the
I want-
opponent gets to still inflict one upon.
All right. Oh wait, and actually, I choose 3 actually.
Yes, you choose 3.
So I inflicted a condition, and then yeah, she does not like the person I want to flirt with. So I'm going to create an opportunity by basically moving around her as I'm fighting with her, or basically like got your sword, and I move so that her back is to my companions as she's watching me with the sword.
So basically, you're going to step over here and force her to basically come here and face you.
Yeah.
That.
And give an opportunity for one of my opponents.
Yep.
Or one of my companions, not opponents. I do not want to give an opportunity to an opponent.
Okay, so you created an opportunity and you have inflicted one condition on her. Okay.
Yep.
That's all good.
And that's on Agent 4 that you did that?
Yep.
Okay. What condition did she inflict?
Frightened. And yes, you're right. Now she gets to inflict one on me.
Yes. And in this case, she's also going to take an object from you, and she steals your sword.
Okay. Hey!
That's traded weapons.
I stole that fair and square.
I'm shocking her.
And by the way, I've always described her sword as basically coming from a thing that's attached to her wrist, but I'm assuming at some point it's free enough that it can be taken away. So,
Yeah, it pops out into your hand to wield.
Right.
It's not like you're
yeah,
not
exactly.
like it's not a wrist blade. It's an actual sword thing that
It
pops
comes
out.
into my hand. Yeah. Just to clarify for our fans at home.
All right. So, who is?
I'll go next. I will go
going
next.
Ren, you said you wanted to have Beacon go.
Yes. Okay. So I want to try and entice Agent 4.
You're going to entice Agent 4.
Yes, I'm gonna try and entice. And I'm going to. So it says to appeal to like either their physical or emotional sensibilities. So right now I want to appeal to the emotional sensibilities.
Okay.
Because I still have the condition of frightened, and so does Agent 4 now. So I'm hoping that we can bond as a result.
Entice with a cat treat.
Yep. Entice with a cat treat. All right, so I'm going to roll for that. Give me a second here. Going to where's it? Oh, there we go. Yes, a beat. Okay, so I get a string on them, and they choose one. To get flustered and awkward, to promise something they think you want, or to give in to desire. And so what I do is that I appeal to them on the emotional level of that they're frightened, and I tell them, look, none of us want this to result in violence. Nobody wants to get hurt. Everybody wants to walk away from this. We know that. So just work with us. Like, talk to us. It doesn't have to end in violence. And it doesn't, nobody has to get hurt. We can talk this through. We'll figure something out. I gain a string on them.
You have a string on them.
And so what does Agent 4 choose as the thing?
Agent 4 is going to is going to lean over and say, "Oh, I don't know. I think you might like getting hurt. Do you want me to try?"
I'll tell him, and I
She's
respond.
definitely flirting.
Oh, okay. So is that giving in to desire?
That they are offering something they think you want.
Oh.
Definitely seems like a flirty statement, but you're not entirely sure.
I look at it as like, because that works for me, because Beacon does still have all these desires. She's trying to not be so harsh towards her enemies, but she also does have like this ingrained built-in hatred from her programmers towards all of these people. So that's a strong appeal to her, and
Oh.
she doesn't completely turn it down, but she kind of half glares, half smirks at him and says, the offer will always, my offer's still on the table, but she puts a hand on her sword at the same time to show her that
Okay.
she's ready for anything.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So that means we have Alania and Sophie left. And there's two mooks who
Yeah.
could very easily start attacking your friends.
So this would normally be the point in which Sophie transforms. And she's
Yes.
really, really angry at Agent 4 because her anger was initially caused by Agent 5, and she really wants to take her anger out on Agent 4.
Okay.
But she's kind of at this point where she doesn't want to give in to her bestial nature too much. So she's doing everything she can right now to hold back her beast form.
Okay.
So this might have some interesting interactions with her feral during this battle.
Yeah. You can be forced into feral.
Mm-hmm. So she's desperately trying to keep her beast form in check right now. But she knows she needs to help, so she's gonna run at this mook here. And she is going to go ahead and just fight with this particular mook. And I will do it with grace.
Okay. Are you going fist to fist, or are you taking out your sword?
Yeah, she's gonna draw her Kopesh and
Okay.
use that.
Okay.
She's more comfortable with a weapon rather than just her hands most of the time, anyways. So, okay. So she kind of like lunges forward at this mook and is like, "Not even a weapon? Can you really call yourself a combatant?" Basically to inflict a condition.
Okay.
I wanna make them angry because I'm basically, insulting their combat prowess because they don't have a weapon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and provoke them into using that anger to, attack me right back immediately. So kind of he's like, let's see what you're made of. Come at me,
Okay. So you're trying to create an opportunity?
No, I'm trying to provoke to gain a string.
Okay, provoking to gain a string. I understand. Gotcha. Well, this individual starts fighting with you right away. Like, they're definitely not happy with you, so they start swinging away. I mean, it's just kicks, punches, flurry of blows type stuff. You're in the thick of it. They're going right away. You have the string. All right, and Alania.
So I'm going to mosey.
So
Mosey too. Up to this last guard. And I am going. Actually, I'm going to wink at him first. Just give him a little wink.
Them.
Her.
Them.
I'm sorry.
These two guards in particular are kind of genderless, so.
Them. Sounds good. Going to give them a little wink, a little eye wink. And then I am going to pull out my sword and fight.
Okay.
We'll call it a love tap. Sounds great to me. And
Just the way you described this. So I pulled out my gun, pulled out my sword. It makes me think of like the South Park making fun of like the trapped in the closet. Like I pulled,
and then I started blasting.
That's right.
Sorry.
Pull out that sword, and I'm going to do it. And I'm going to fight with. Let's go with that spirit.
Okay.
I'm going to fight with spirit.
Right.
Typically, yeah. Which ability lets you do that one?
Normally, you have to use either grace or daring.
Where is it?
I have an ability that lets me fight with spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I did the wrong one. I'm sorry, I did do the wrong one. I did wanted grace.
There we go. That's fine.
spirit, grace. Sorry, because I do have elegance. And that's what I was trying to go for.
Happens
No
all
problem.
the time.
Wrong one. My fault. So we're gonna dance.
Okay,
with,
so click your.
You're gonna dance with grace, and let's see what we do. You're gonna do grace, right?
Woohoo!
Upbeat.
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
You can take this mook out completely right now if you really want to. If you inflict 3 conditions, they're down. So if you don't want to keep fighting this mook, you can take them out.
Just
as a reminder.
Clunk on the head. Thump.
And we already have one condition on him, right?
No. There's one condition on the one that is Juniper is fighting. So Sophie's fighting one that has a condition. The other one does not.
Agent 4 has a condition, right?
Agent 4 has a condition, but Agent 4 has the full slate of conditions.
Okay.
So I will take this one
Okay.
out.
Describe how you just saunter up to this person and take them out.
Be detailed.
Yeah. Tell us how
Show
this
your work.
worked.
It's like this is gonna be cool. Okay. So I just start sashaying. Love it. Start sashaying towards the guards. You know, looking, maybe pointing, a little seductiveness going on. And when I get up to their face, I give them a little wink, little smile, little smirk. Pretend like I'm smitten with them. And then I want to, with grace, just withdraw my sword and take them out completely. Just
Do you hack them? Do you just
annihilate them.
bounce it right off their faceplate? What?
Oh, there is hacking and slashing. I'm a hacker and a slasher.
Real Michael Myers.
I think the
I
question
might
is:
look
Do you want to
I'm
kill
a
them, or do you want to leave them
tall
behind?
ass killer. No, I want to kill them.
Okay.
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 Thou shall be killed.
Just basically drop the sword right through the middle. You know, just a nice funk. Okay.
We got Twix bar, right side, left side.
As the right Twix and left Twix fall apart out of the wrapper, apparently, you can, you know, this individual, this mook is gone. And this triggers, you know, the other mook to take their action because they haven't inflicted anything on Sophie yet. They are going to take an object from Sophie as part of this fight. That's what they're doing. They take your sword.
They do what now?
They took your
What do they do with my sword after they take it?
They took your sword. So now we're going to roll back over, and it is Dina's turn again.
All right.
With Sonia.
So, first, Sonia kind of looks over at what Alania's done, like, right. All right. Anyway, wait a minute. Don't I know you? It took me seeing you getting hit in the back of the head to realize it, but I have a ability called Wicked Past. And when I hear about a villain for the first time, I may decide that I know them from my past. If so, give them a string on you to ask a question from the Figure Out a Person list and take one forward against them. Now, does this take my action, or can I also do a fight after I realize that I know them?
You can still fight.
Okay, so yes, I'm absolutely doing this. So like, oh my god, I do know you! So they have a string on me, and I am going to ask them what they hope to get out of being here. Or her, I should say. What she hopes to get out of being here.
Okay. She is really hoping to just get power.
Okay.
Well, you probably could have sussed this out without much help, but
Right.
quite frankly, she's like, there is power in these temples.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
I guess my more specific question is, does she want that for herself or for the order? Or does she see that as one and the same?
Kind of one and the same.
Okay.
For near as you can tell, she doesn't see a difference between the order getting power and her getting power, because if the order gets power, she will get more powerful.
Okay. All right. In that case, okay, yeah. Anyway, I want my sword back, and I am going to hurt her.
Okay. Roll away.
With grace, and I'm going to use my +1 that I just got. Ooh, mixed beat. Oh well.
Still get to do 2.
Yep, I will take my sword back and then also inflict a basically as I grab my sword back, give me that. It also you always did favor your left hand side too much as I jab in, which will make her insecure.
Okay. 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 She gets to respond. So you took back your sword, yes? As one of your
Yes.
2 things? Okay. She responds as you say you favor your left side too much with, yes, but you were never one to be, you were never good at topping in bed.
Oh my.
Here
Oh
for-
my.
Oh,
How dare you?
oh my God.
She's mad. She is angry, or frightened, I should say. She's frightened and insecure, and she's lashed out at you.
Oh my.
Fair enough. I'm guessing that's an angry condition.
That would be either angry or insecure afflicted on you, depending on how you
Yeah.
want to take it.
No, that's a how dare you.
Yeah, that's. Ooh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she's going to, as the boss character, smack you with a stagger.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
And let me get to the
So-
stagger here.
You can hesitate or stumble,
Okay.
and the opposition gains an opportunity. You can
Right.
grin and bear the blow and mark 2 more conditions. And you lash out at someone whose regard matters to you, provoke them to do something foolish or harmful, and take advantage of a string on them if you have one.
All right. I think the entire group's mental state is a little on the fragile side right now, so I am just going to suck this up, and I am going to be a little guilty about basically leaving her in the middle of the night. And then also,
Are you really feeling guilty about that, though? You kind of do that to everyone.
yes, but it's always for a very good reason. And I'm usually not. Well, I guess I am occasionally confronted with the consequences of my actions, but really, I mean, it's mounting up. Let's put it that way. It's mounting up. It's finally kind of reached a threshold. Anyway, and yeah, all right. I'll be a little insecure.
Okay. So you are now angry and insecure.
Angry, guilty, and insecure.
Angry, guilty, and insecure. Okay.
Because she just inflicted 3
You have-
conditions
you only
on
have
me
2
in one round. Yeah,
Okay, but you've inflicted 2 on
on her. Yeah.
number 4. And so that leaves us with Beacon's turn.
I was really hoping to give me one second. I wanted to give me one second. I was looking at this earlier and I want to try and influence I want to influence number 4 with a string. Because I have a string on them.
Okay, you can do so.
I want to find out what it will take to get them to do what I want. It says for an NPC, spending the string means they may simply agree. And I want to ask them what it will take to get them to just back down and let us proceed with what we need to do. And stop and just like let's just nobody needs to fight anymore. No more hard feelings. We can all go our separate ways, or heck, we can all just get a beer together or something. I don't drink because I'm a hologram person, but you can. I just hold magnets up to my head like Janet. That's how I get loopy. But
Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, that reference is out there for those of you who missed it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I got it.
Anyway, the response is I would have, for me to leave, I would need to take all the knowledge you gained from the other temples.
I want to negotiate with him. Or her, sorry, my bad. I want to negotiate with her. It's a her, right?
Yep.
See her? Okay, I want to negotiate with her. I want to say all the knowledge, because there's some knowledge that I'd be more or less willing to part with. And if I share, and this can be an exchange of knowledge too. My last encounter taught me that violence isn't much of the answer, especially considering I still have a -2 to fight. So, I'm trying diplomacy this round. I'm gonna try and not do any fighting. So I want to find out what. So my goal now is, okay, there can be an exchange of knowledge. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know more about what is like I'm not asking for a generic answer of like, oh, world of domination, or like, oh, just to be in control. It's like, what are you planning to do? I want to know what they're planning to do with like at their end goal, like what's the game plan.
She laughs at you and she says, no, you don't get anything. I get the techniques you took from the other temples. That is it. There is no exchange.
I mean, negotiations don't work this way. You're not in a position. You're outnumbered. You're outnumbered. You're in a position. You're frightened. You're a lot of things right now, and we have an upper hand on you. I'm offering you an out. I'm telling you, we're all willing to negotiate. We're all willing to help. We're all willing to say none of our interest to fight and to keep hurting each other. We all want to go even cozy up in a bed somewhere, maybe. I mean, at the end of this, whatever.
Meanwhile, Sonia just leans from behind her and looks at Beacon like, what are you doing?
I'm trying to help. Violence didn't work for me last time at all. I'm trying to learn from that experience.
All right, welcome back. Sorry for the emergency break there, everyone. Internet was lost and recovered, and we're here for you to finish out the session. This session of Lesbians of the Galaxy. So
that's me.
Yeah.
And me. Hi.
Hi.
So we have a fair variety of things available here, but I am approving both of those names that have been done.
Yes.
The city of Townsville, because they renamed themselves. I can tell you they can legally do that in some parts of the United States. If you did not know, you can be called City of, and the name, and that's a legal entity that operates. And I don't know how that works, but we'll go with that as the same case here.
Every time that you do it, you have to do it in the right voice. Anytime you say the name, you have to do it in the right voice.
The city of Townsville.
Yes, that's it.
And the city you guys are nearest to is the city of the Golden Pudding. Most people just call it Golden Pudding or GP because the city of the Golden Pudding is even more ridiculous and hard to say than the city of Townsville.
I think you mean the city of Townsville.
The golden pudding is named that after the dessert that was created there. Very famous. Yeah.
They had a wonderful dessert that won a contest, and it was a gold-colored pudding.
Yeah.
And so about 300 years ago, the king named it the golden pudding and said it was the royal dessert, and that person had to give the recipe. They bought the recipe from the city, and the city renamed themselves the City of the Golden Pudding. And you can still get they still serve it at every bar in town.
Yeah. It's street food practically now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's served at royal functions all the time, but the only other place you can get it is in that town.
Just don't ask what makes it golden. Just don't ask.
No.
No.
Don't ask where the coloring comes
We're not
from.
going there.
All right.
It's like asking where hot dogs are made. Just
No,
don't
thank
do
you.
it.
You were attempting to negotiate and failing miserably, Beacon. I apologize, but you're going to fail
I
miserably
know,
in negotiations with them. And so that leaves us going to Sophie's turn against the last remaining Mook, who just stole your sword.
Yeah. Sophie's really pissed. Like, she's like, she's like agape, like kind of taken aback, but like she kind of like prepares herself to like use her claws, but she's not in her beast form right now, so she doesn't have her claws, and she's still really trying to not switch over into her beast form right now.
Okay. So what action are you going to take?
Has anything happened with Sophie's feral yet?
Your feral has gone up by, well, you got a condition, so went up by 1.
Okay.
And, well, I shouldn't say you got a condition. You have conditions, so it's up by 1 automatically. Yeah. And you just had your sword stolen, so it's going to force it up to 3. You have 1 step away.
Yes, she's really trying to hold back her beast form right now. Like to the point where her face is obviously pained at the exertion of doing so. So
Okay.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to influence with a string on this Mook because I do have a string on them.
Yep.
And I am going to use it to add 1 to my roll.
Okay.
And I am going to just tackle them.
Okay. Roll your fight.
So this will be fight +1. And she's definitely not graceful anymore in this, so it's just going to be daring. So, with
and
a 1,
you actually can decide to do that after you roll, so you don't necessarily have to spend your string yet.
That's true.
It's probably good to spend it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would have been an upbeat even without the +1, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to do 3 things to this Mook. You can take them out right now if you wish.
First thing I'm gonna do is I am going to seize the superior position because I tackled them.
Uh-huh.
And then I am going to use the same move again to wrench my sword out of their hand.
Okay. And you got 1 more option.
Yeah, and then I'm basically gonna just I'm just gonna keep attacking them, so I'm gonna inflict another condition. So right now they're already angry at me.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna make them
frightened.
make them a bit frightened because I am just like relentlessly, ferally attacking them.
Right. if I may make a suggestion, you could knock him out and then take your sword, because he's only one condition away from being knocked out.
She's not thinking
Okay,
straight.
fair enough.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all there
That's true. That is very true.
This is an out of character suggestion. This is Sophie in character's like, no, I need my sword back.
Fair enough. Absolutely, perfectly fair. Yep.
And they get to do something in return to me, right?
They
No.
do.
Yep.
They get to do one thing. What conditions do you currently have?
I am currently angry and guilty.
Okay. Oh, let's see. They're going to inflict the insecure condition on you, because as you pull their helmet down to, a flattened pulp around their head, their response is to say, in a kind of mechanical voice, "You have to lose yourself to win, don't you?"
Ouch. So that would probably stagger me.
Yep.
Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
If they do that, I mean, you can just take 2 conditions if you wish to mark at 2 instead of 1,
No. I'm
or you can lash out, or you can
Yeah.
hesitate, stumble, and the opposition gains an opportunity.
that'll cause me to hesitate.
Okay. This gives them the opportunity to flip you over, and now they're on top, pummeling you. You still gain the condition I inflicted of insecure.
Pummeling.
They have big giant gauntlets. They're just
Oof.
Yeah.
all right. Now it's Alania's turn.
Alania likes to watch WWF, obviously. I'm about whatever, tall as shit. Let's just put it that way. So I'm gonna go over to where this guy just got on top of Sophie and is just pummeling her. And I am going to I want to get eye level with him. So I want to crouch down eye level,
Okay.
right? And then I want to give him a wing. And
Okay.
then I am going to pummel him with my sword.
Okay. You're just gonna basically hilt bash him. Take the pommel of your sword and smack him with
He'll
the.
bash him right in the head.
Okay.
Right in the head, and I'll be daring on it. No, you know what? I'm still graceful. I'm just graceful at everything I do. I might be tall, but I'm graceful, damn it. I am. Okay, so we're going to do the fight dice. And that will be.
If you inflict 2 conditions on this person, they go down.
Actually, just one condition.
It should just be 1 now, yeah.
One condition.
So, you know what? Let's inflict a condition on him.
Okay. You smack him
As I'm
hard.
singing, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye.
All right. Shugabunk. Right on top of his head. And they fall over, they're down, and they just collapse on top of Sophie. So Sophie's now kind of pinned under body armor, but it's what it is. And as this person goes down, though, they do successfully state to you, what are you doing at this level? You're way stronger than everyone else. Making you feel probably a little bit guilty about how easily you've wiped out 2 people today. That's what he's attempting. He's inflicting a condition on you. You can pick a different one, but he's trying to make you feel guilty about it. Maybe a little insecure about, fighting.
Making her feel insecure about how badass she is?
No, well, he's trying to get her to feel either guilty about it or insecure about the fact that she shouldn't be at this level.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's not confident in herself. She's not great at as good as she seems, kind of thing. So the words are a little bit jumbled as he goes down because he's suffering from a concussion at the moment. A very severe one. But he's inflicting a condition on you. You may pick whether you feel guilty or insecure about about the 2 actions you just took.
Let's go with I will be let's go with insecure.
Okay. All right, mark your insecure. And you have 1 person left, and it is Sonia's turn.
All right. Oddly enough, so Sonia kind of looks over at Beacon and does and then just basically hits her in the back of the head. It's Agent 4, that is, not Beacon. Okay. Just to clarify. And that should be base. And I'm just going to basically beat her, hit her until candy comes out, because I'm done with this. I am a little upset and just, yeah. So I'm going to inflict 3 conditions.
Okay. Well.
And the way that looks is Sonia is just like, kind of looks around at her and looks at her friends, looks at Sophie still not in beast form, and is like, I know things are not as they should be right now, and I don't like that. And she just starts letting out her frustrations on this agent and just dancing around her, hitting her with both swords until she falls down.
She goes down. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the material, the stuff to make this work, so we're just going to do this. The flames that were in the other buildings are now down here and have spread. This is all on fire. There is piles of broken furniture, and there's 1 functional table. There are leaves growing over this. The books are missing. You assume they were in one of the piles of fire that were down below. You have 1 bookshelf left. This is, again, a race to find information.
All right.
I definitely start just going through as much as I can, as fast as I can, recording as much information as I can. Because
Right.
that's That's the one thing I can do really well, is just store information and comprehend it and take it in.
Roll your N-cartography.
Okay, give me 1 second.
You have a certain number of successes, much as you did with the race here, that must be achieved.
Okay.
The other members of the party can roll fight.
I just have to keep rolling.
To battle back the flames.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to keep rolling until
you reach the right number. Okay. So we're gonna go in order here.
Okay, so got a downbeat.
Downbeat. Okay. And so let's have each of the party members also roll fight to fight back the flames if they choose to engage in trying to protect Beacon while Beacon hunts for stuff.
Okay.
All right. Should I? I'm going to wait for them to roll. Yes.
No, we'll move you. That's a body lying on the ground.
All right.
Okay, and is Sophie also engaging in fighting the fire?
I will say Sonia probably would have walked over to, or not walked, probably hurried over to Sophie and offered her a hand up from under the guard that's collapsed on her. You know, sort of kicked him off and then tried to help her up. Oh, we can't hear you, Juniper?
Are you
Hello?
muted?
Hi.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you. Okay.
Sophie's reaction is basically she kicks off the guard and kind of just doesn't really brush you off, but kind of just like doesn't pay you any mind as she gets herself up, because she's still and she's going after the flames to try and do what she can, but she's definitely not in a good headspace right now.
Yeah. Neither, obviously, is Sonia, who just kind of whatever and goes over to help fight the fires.
All right, so roll a fight, please.
Actually, so I got a 10.
Yes.
Okay, you had 3 upbeats to a downbeat. You have successfully prevented the flames from spreading, at least anywhere that you are at least towards you. They are spreading a bit more down in that corner there. All right, and we'll start with Ren's next mixed beat. We'll start there and have all 3 of you roll fight again.
Okay. Right here.
Yes.
Fire has now spread into this space.
Okay.
Roll again, Ren.
So these are. Could you describe these crates over here that we're working with?
That's broken, beat up furniture, crusty old rubble.
Okay.
Piles of rubble up here.
So what I'm going to be doing as part of my fighting the fire is basically separating that from the fire line, basically making it so the flames can't leap onto the broken stuff, but have to burn through the thick, the thick floor of this platform, which will, I assume, go slower.
Okay.
I got another mixed beat.
Okay. And your fights?
Yes, keep giving me those upbeats.
Oh!
It's okay.
Wow.
It's okay. We got this.
Another 2 squares, obviously, here have caught on fire.
And even though this is a race that I still mark experience for the downbeat.
You still mark experience for your downbeats.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Do we have another
Roll
Yeah.
again.
roll again?
Roll again.
There we go. And another mixed beat.
Okay. Roll your firefighting.
You
Couple
love to
mixed
see
beats
it.
that time.
Okay. This square finishes catching on, and this square catches on.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Firefighters Extreme.
No,
Ooh. Down.
That's okay. We got 2 upbeats.
I am not in the mood for fighting fires today. And
Understandable.
apparently, there's not a whole lot you can do by being graceful.
Yeah, well, Sophie's kind of just like relentlessly attacking the.
Stomping fire like you do in some of those video games. Yep.
That and like just breaking apart the wooden crates even further, just to.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Because Sonia's like trying to move crates and furniture as big as she is and get it out of the way.
and
We're
Beacon,
just talking splintered junk here. There's not really
Yeah.
a crate or anything. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh, here's a third of a table with a leg attached.
Right.
Beacon has accessed her entire speed reading protocols.
Yep. Roll again.
I feel like a firefighting murderer. This is kind of cool.
Another upbeat.
All right.
Okay. We're just going
Oh,
to fill in
the
this
firefighting.
line because you guys aren't fighting fire back here. But this space fill also catches fire. All right, next round. Go again.
Okay, give me a second here. My rolls are so much better this round.
All right, so we have one square that caught on fire this round. Roll again.
Okay. I can't stop rolling up.
Ooh,
Damn it.
Lanya having some trouble down there.
He's doing so good.
Mm-hmm.
Might be good to back up a little bit.
This space caught on fire. And that was an upbeat. Very good. Okay. You're about half of the way through all the data.
All right, I'm gonna keep going.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Make sure you mark your experience.
yes.
That is a thing that you will do.
Come on.
Okay. So we have all of this, because you aren't fighting fire down here, has caught. This square caught. And this square caught.
All right.
All right, let's go again.
Actually, Sonia's not very bright, but she is a thief. So, how big are these bookshelves over here?
The big giant bookshelves?
These
Yeah.
ones?
That's you see this one?
Yep.
That's about 4 feet wide.
Right. Okay.
Double that.
Okay. I'm
Out
just
of heavier wood.
I'm just wondering if Beacon is going, say, for example, right to left. Maybe I could get the books on the left-hand side and move them away from the fire.
Yeah, no, see, there's nothing in any of these bookshelves. There's one bookshelf left.
Right.
All the other books were burnt. These things are empty.
Right. So all right, that's even easier then. I take the books from the one bookshelf remaining and get them away from the fire.
I'm gonna have you roll. What am I gonna have you roll? Hang on.
Defy disaster, maybe?
Yes,
No.
that's sorry.
Nope. We're gonna have you roll wit, just straight wit.
Okay.
I feel like wits should be a strong suit for.
No, it's her negative. She's got -1 in it.
Okay.
A lot of heart, a lot of grace, not much brain.
You are okay. We'll have okay. Now we're going. Oops. Hang on. That was not what I wanted. Move these 2 people out of the way. Grab that. Delete that. Move you back. All right. So you leave to come up here.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, roll your normal rolls. I'll tell you how this goes.
Okay.
You're talking a fight roll, Spell?
Yep, your fight roll to fight the fire. Okay.
Ooh,
The
a lot
book-
of mixed beats.
So Sonia runs up, grabs a book, right? She's a little small, so she grabs it with both hands, pulls it out, and the cover comes away and all the pages stay there.
What kind of books are these? I say to
A little
Beacon.
moldy.
How is she reading them then?
Because Beacon is a hollow person, Beacon just go like this.
Oh.
With a
All
holographic
right.
hand through the middle of them to read them without touching it.
I'll get all morbid and be like, I can temporarily put my eyeballs right here. Just,
Sonia doesn't even care. She's like, I hate this planet, and then just runs back to help fight the fire.
Okay. While that was going on, you lost 3 squares due to you not being there, 1 square, and 1 square. And then, of course, the fire is spread down here.
It seemed like a good idea, which is basically Sonia's catchphrase. So,
All right. Another round.
all right, here we go. Here we go. Oof.
IKEA books, self-assembly.
I'm sorry. It's just like when that when you read so long that you start like reading the same sentence,
Yeah.
like the same line,
Yeah.
and you keep reading. That's happening to me right now, and I am also a computer, so that's how much I've already read right now.
So you're stuck in a loop of if-then statements right now.
It's like the record is skipping.
All right. Go again.
Again.
Don't
This
forget
is
to mark
great
your
for my
XP.
experience. Yeah, I'm getting great experience.
Okay, they're gonna fill that one in. And that one in.
All right. Let's go again.
Roll again.
Okay, that's better. Getting back on track now.
Okay, okay. This one fills in. This fills in down here because you aren't fighting the fire over here. It's just kind of spreading. And then this one fills in.
All right.
I mean, what are the odds I keep rolling the same number?
At least you're consistent.
Yeah, there you go.
It means you're reading at a consistent pace.
Yes.
All right.
150 words a minute.
The fire advances here, but it doesn't advance anywhere else. So that's an improvement.
Yeah.
Good work, firefighters. Keep it up.
All right, another round. I know this is hard. You guys, I was expecting more upbeats in this rolls than I have gotten.
I'm happy with the mixed beats too, though, because like last round I kept getting so many down.
Hey, there we go. Max roll for
There
me.
you go.
Nice.
Good work.
That doesn't move. This will advance up here. And the fire will advance here. And yeah, the bottom of the map is getting very, very burnt up.
Well, I mean, there's nothing over there worth saving, so we're okay.
I mean, it's going to be an ecological catastrophe, but other than that,
At least it's
you know,
Yeah.
Roll
All right.
again.
I got a mixed beat. Got a beat.
Remember, your stairs are here, this area.
okay.
I lost my roll.
Yeah, we got to make sure we protect Beacon while also protecting our route out. So
Yeah, stairs are roughly these squares right through here. All right.
At this point, wouldn't you think that maybe some of the fire is all burnt out too?
No, you're yeah, no.
we haven't done enough upbeats for that.
No. If you guys got multiple upbeats in a row, then I'd start deleting portions of fire here. So let's see. One up, mixed. Okay, so
Oof.
fire advanced here. Fire advanced here. That's okay. You got fire advanced here. Fire advanced here. And Danny had fire advance here and fire advanced here.
We might want to get some more people on my side because that side is leading close to the bookshelf.
I can't get an upbeat to save my life. Literally.
But there you go. There's your upbeats.
That's great.
Mhm.
No fire spread at all this time. Good job.
Good work.
Yay!
Oof.
I mean, didn't we extinguish some of it?
You're
No.
over 3/4 of the way done, though. You're getting much
We're
closer.
spitting it.
Okay. That's good to hear.
Okay, good. Upbeat there.
Remember
else
to
we
mark
got?
experiences.
Downbeat
I'm
and a mix.
Sorry, I'm coming.
Okay. Our mixed and our downbeat.
All right. And
All right, another round.
Gosh.
Ooh.
This is a great round for experience for me, though. I just want to say that.
Yeah. You're going to be godlike at the end of this episode.
I'm already
Fire
godlike.
threats
I'm the
here.
hollow goddess.
Yes, that's true.
All right. Another round. Let's give it.
Finally.
There you go.
There we go. Woo.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yay, more experience too. How about that?
Another one there. And two more down here. And this fire is basically starting this way now.
Yeah.
This whole line is moving forward.
And
I'm
as I believe it's pronounced Purple Princess Twix says in chat, since all the bottom rows are filled in, via Tetris rules, they disappear now. And everything goes back down.
Sadly, that's not how this works.
I think that's true.
Well, I mean, if we're going based on the rules that were set in the movie Pixels, then that would also delete all of the platform that they are on as well.
Hey, fair enough.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's really funny. It's Adam Sandler, and
It's based
Kevin
off of
James,
that
so you kind
old.
of have to.
It's based off of that old
Yeah.
animation that like came out like back in the day, where like it was all the old
Yeah.
school video games invading like a alien race.
I saw that. I saw a previews for it. I just never
Ooh.
saw it.
It's one of those things where it's like it's so bad it's good, and I love it. I think it's so tacky and like weird, but I love it. It's one of my favorite movies to just watch.
And that was a downbeat. So that was 2.
Ooh.
Yep, that one goes 2. Okay. Round it. You're so close.
I know. I'm getting distracted because my built-in thermometer is telling me that like the heat levels are so high. It's just my fans are running, but like I'm overheating. It's starting to get hot.
Oh.
I'm a pretty good gaming PC, but
Oh.
You mean
That's
you're easy to be played with?
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, this is gonna.
I don't see the purple line there. It looks like what you intended it to look like, Jen.
Oh.
Anyway, next round.
Round it.
There we go.
Everybody
Didn't start.
Ooh. Another downbeat for Sophie.
Yeah, another one for me
Downbeat?
too.
So Sophie's starting to run out of steam here.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell.
I just Chicago fired that shit.
Oh
Now I need you all to make a
Fight
grace
disaster.
roll to run away.
Huh?
All of you need to make grace rolls to run away.
Okay, Grace rolls to run away.
Just straight grace?
Straight grace.
Okay.
Well, that's a max roll for me.
Hey,
So
Straight
yeah, I'll
grace.
book it.
Almost max roll
Gosh.
for me.
I
And can some of us with upbeats, like, I would
Help.
go grab Beacon and make sure, because I'm not
I
sure she would
stumble- I
notice that the
stumble-
fire was going to get her.
I stumbled because like I turn around in the fire, I see the fire, and I'm still frightened, so I'm panicking a little bit.
you
And
make
I'm
it
also
to about
like,
here.
and I'm also still trying to get like there's still just like a couple more books that I haven't read yet. And I'm just desperate to try and get as much
You
as I
make
can.
it to here. I'm
Uh-huh.
I'm in control at the moment.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You
Sorry.
guys make it this far, and you have gotten off the platform.
Okay.
So Sophie has gotten off the platform, and now to show you what we're looking at here, just a second. Got to switch my controls. So we have a square out from where everything is now on fire. roll again. The three of you who are still up here.
And Grace again?
Yep, roll Grace again.
Oof. Oh wait. Okay, no, I still got at least got a mixed beat.
Son of a
You're stuck, Danny. You break through one of the rotted logs. You're gonna break through a rotted log here. I don't want them, both of you. Hang on, move you.
I'll kill that
Grab
log too.
Delete that. You break through a rotted log
I'm gonna
here.
kill everything tonight. I'll just kill the
You
log.
got off all the way. So Beacon made it down the stairs. You pushed her ahead of you as you went, and you're just a little behind right there.
Excuse me.
And so this whole section is now on fire. It spread even faster.
All right.
The wood is easier,
Love it.
but so I need Sonia and Alania's rolls again.
Alania, can you roll first? Okay. Basically, Sonia is just about to the stairs and turns back to look and sees Alania there. And let me roll here and see what actually happens. Okay. If it looks like Alania isn't going to make it, Sonia's going to do sort of the and go back to help her.
Yeah, basically, you both make it off with this
Okay.
troll. Her foot went through a rotted log, and she just yanked it back out, snapping the log right next to it.
Okay.
And so you are both off of the platform
Big
now,
ass bitch.
and you are safe. Now we're going to switch maps again. And we're just going to go back to our old friend, the Random Warehouse.
Okay.
Because the Random Warehouse is, where it's at.
It's random.
Because
Hey, this looks oddly familiar.
You've been in a very similar warehouse before. Pretty sure.
It looks familiar.
There's some familiar faces in here for a couple of you. And although I don't have a token...
Where's Alania?
Where is it? Apparently I have the wrong person. I'll grab Alania here. So there you go. You can all see Penjaga now. She says this is what she's still carrying her big ass hammer, but she has full armor on. So
How you doing?
she's here as well. You have the prince, and you recognize Sir Maxwell. Sophie. You
Yeah.
haven't seen him for a while, but you do recognize him.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time. As soon as Sophie sees him, she's just gonna run up to him and give him a big hug.
Oh.
And I'm not remembering exactly whose friend Cassandra was, but Cassandra as well.
That was also one of my contacts.
You did have. Yeah,
Yes.
you also have Cassandra. So you have a couple of soldiers here that you've noticed, and sitting up on one of the barrels is Sarah Wolf.
Oh. Hey, Sarah. How's it going?
And Prince Behi says, welcome. Welcome. I appreciate that all of you survived, and I do apologize. We did not realize the agent had been there for so long. They were attempting to destroy all of the knowledge. We don't have. It appears that the fire has destroyed the documents they kept. They took to their speeder, and we did stop a small group from escaping with some holo recordings, which was probably a good thing. I believe you could utilize these, handing them to Beacon, and maybe find what they were looking for. I am Princess Petunia's fiance.
When he says that, Sonia just gives him an appraising look, like, and goes back to what she was doing.
And we are here because we want to fight. This is this planet's resistance. Oh,
Puppy!
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 Yes, I know you have your headphones on, but hi, puppy.
Puppy!
So what you're seeing there is everything where it's this is the start of our resistance, our rebellion, whatever you want to call us. We're fighting back, and we will be taking the fight to them soon. Very soon we'll be able to go there. There's only one more temple on this planet according to our records. We need the Temple of the Deep. I don't know where it is. I don't know much about it. We've been searching, which is how we knew we had found, which is how we were able to, get a hold here with the Temple of Life as quickly as we did, but we don't have any further information. If you give us a few days, we will see what we can do. You should rest, recover. It looks like you have had a rough couple of days, and I do hope things will be okay. We're here. Ask for assistance if you need it. Penjaga will come up to Sonia and lead her into one of the several doors along the back. That's along the back wall. Penjaga's not on the map, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't have a token for her yet. And say, we'll help. You can catch up with your friends later. Come, I will. You need help. And she takes you back into a room. Sir Maxwell puts his hand on Sophie's shoulder and says, "You are struggling, young one. Come. There is much we should talk about." And Cassandra will help too. Come. And takes you off to another section of this warehouse and up through another door into another large room. And Harry walks over to Alania, and although Harry isn't well known to you, says, "Come, we will speak, and we will take time to figure out where you can best serve. There is something more about you that needs to be talked about." So the two of you go off, and lastly, the prince comes, steps up next to Beacon and says, "Come, I have a friend who might be able to assist you," and leads you to yet a fourth door in this warehouse that leads to a random room. And that is where we will leave it. And you will all learn more in a month.